Nice to see you, my little internet people. And I do mean little because you are so small in comparison to me, who has been given dominion over you by the Dark Lord. Dominion. Do you know what that means? Power! You will dance a jig in the palm of my hand. When you are finished, you may stoop and bow for my pleasure, praying I don't decide to clap for your act. You can sing me songs of what I want to hear, of my glories compared to your insignificance. Then, when I'm bored of being a puppeteer, I will close my hand in a tight, balled fist. Well, does that scare you? Does that make you unsettled? How about some unsavory thoughts? Conjured by jealousy and rage, they slither under double-locked doors, leaving slimy, stench-filled trails that sicken us, causing us to shove them into the deepest recesses and commence to purify ourselves with sackcloth and ashes. But there are those who take them out on a regular basis, as often as you take out your trash for disposal. For them, the stench and slime are soothing. Acting on those thoughts gives them an orgasmic satisfaction. Thinking about them is a conscious act of titillation. To them, we are the sick ones, the ones who need punishment. Are you concerned to know that they exist among us? Does your stomach feel unsettled? Does the nape of your neck tingle ominously? Are you clutching those you love close to your bosom, holding them tight enough to cut circulation? How disturbed does it make you feel knowing that the slimy stench of unsavory thoughts makes them smile the way you do when you inhale the sweet nectar of a rose? Oh, my little ones. Now, is that scary or not? I would like to give you a little story about something that could happen in the streets of your neighborhood if ever your human neighbors should forget their humanity and lose it. This happens when the dog star, or Sirius, rules over the earth. Those were the days, the dog days, when the sun and moon were covered and only the cold glare of Sirius lighted a world held tightly in trembling grip by dog kings and dog queens. Then were the cats driven underground, deep into the darkened sewers, where rats crept through shadowless voids, where the cats fomented and festered, a closed wound in the dog's side. And every morn, when the steel fingers of doglight pricked the world to consciousness, the dogs would arise to howl at their star, their source of power and glory. Many cats died in those days. Their carcasses littered the streets as a warning to those who dared be what they were. The dogs strutted about with authority in those days. Their rule was iron, their power absolute. In those days, the dog days. But then the canker spread on the inside, and then the canker broke and ran all over the inside. The dogs were overthrown. Their bloated carcasses were buried beneath black roses. Rejoice now! The heavens have been thrown open, the sun and moon uncovered. Rejoice now! It does not matter, for too soon the dogs shall again arise. They shall rip the roses from their graves to use as weapons. The prickling thorns shall inflict cankerous sores upon all of us. Many will die, but it does not matter. The streets will be filled with blood and the sounds of the wounded and the dying, but it does not matter. Dogs and cats will always fight, and it will never matter, for the dogs believe that they will always win, and the cats know that they shall never lose. And now, my little friends, I must say goodbye. Goodbye.